The crystal I wear around my neck.
Jerk off crystal. Don't come with me. Fucking don't expect me to know about jerk off crystal. Sam, I'm fucking pissed. Sam, this is the angriest I have ever been with you. Sam, of course I know the whole text of the jerk off crystal. It gets more powerful when someone else has. No, hold on. Don't get off. We're reading all of this. I just need you to know we are on the same level.
Sam. Reedy boy.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? Do an intro to our podcast.
Welcome to the Clambake Incident.
I am Reed. Okay. Give me 10% of what you just did. That was, you somehow managed to give me 100% more of what you did. And this is the Clambake Incident.
Your on-the-ground reporters in the quaint little town, Clam Harbor, Maine.
You could even say idyllic little hamlet.
That's right. You could even say trashy coastal town.
You could even say shitty little strip mall.
You could even say Spencer's in the shitty little strip mall.
Where our town exists, that's right. Welcome to the Kramerverse. Everything in Clam Harbor does take place in a corner of one Spencer's in a strip mall of another town.
That's right. Welcome to the borrowers. Anyway, it's a good grab, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an old one.
It's a good one, though.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome to our Borrowers fan cast, where we talk about the small happenings and happenings of Clam Harbor, Maine.
That's right.
We give you a little insight, and we just
slice some living here.
We just take a little life and we slice it.
With our cold steel swords.
With our cold steel swords.
The only reason you're not a samurai warrior
is your sword's not big enough. I got a newspaper.
Yeah.
It was one of the free ones outside of the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Oh, I believe this one is called the Herring Herald. Biggest news, though, from town, besides that pothole getting fixed, which was celebrated with a ribbon cutting, is... It is the first week of the oyster harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Clam
Should
Harbor
be called Oyster Harbor. Hey. Can't snap.
But Clam Harbor is one of its main exports. Is in fact oysters, which I find
disgusting.
I was going to say hilarious, but also, yeah, those are the ones you eat raw, right?
Yes.
Super not into that. Just, I don't know.
Lemon sales are up, I'm sure.
Yep. Tabasco sales also up.
Shocking.
A lot of articles. It's kind of big news. Every year, that's where a lot of the money comes in besides tourism, apparently. So through all of these articles, they all quote one of the farmers outside of town. Not the beef farmer. He is quite literally a potato and oyster farmer, which is a widespread.
Okay.
It's Farmer Poorson.
Farmer Poorson.
Yes.
Okay.
He is quoted from two. I read this one, and I picked up the other one and flipped to an article. I'm not supposed to do that. You're supposed to buy it, but I was just waiting.
How dare you?
I know. I stole information.
Yeah.
But the quote was, "Yep, this year." Yep. No, there. He starts the quote with, "Yup, this year's the big year. My knees tell me. They tell me all sorts."
His knees, or his niece.
Knees.
You
got two of them halfway between your legs, or your waist and your feetsies.
Holy shit! I never knew.
But I just love that quote. It's like, yeah, my knees tell me a lot.
I can feel it in my cartilage,
and it whispers sweet nothing. He's also quoted. I think he's either a poet or maybe not someone you should have interviewed for the news.
You know, the lines are shockingly close.
You know, who are we to draw those lines? But he is also quoted after rambling about like how potatoes and oysters are intrinsically linked.
Well, he's Farmer Porpoise, the poet laureate of the West.
On the East Coast. But we love him out there, San Francisco. We love this guy. No, he is quoted by saying, No ostracization of nautilusically evolved individuals. Sea safety affords financial endeavors.
What the fuck?
I don't know, but I love him.
He'll be giving regular updates on this.
I would love, I don't know, but like I've been reading, you know, as a what I would call a secondhand reporter, I've been reading a lot of the newspapers. First time he's brought into the fold.
Okay.
It's also, I guess, the first oyster harvest article I've been reading. But yeah, I love him. But yeah, that's the biggest news.
That's some news right there.
That the oyster harvest is going to be big this year.
Huh.
Says a man's knees.
Do you think that they are just gonna pour all of the oysters into one big snot bucket?
Oh, God. I really hope not. Imagine sinking your hand into that. No, I don't want to. Sam. This is awful.
As are the texture of oysters.
That's fair.
Also, Reed, I think we need an update on USOC.
We did say
USOC's fables, if you will.
I think we've done that joke.
Yes, and it won't stop.
It was because it was funny that first time.
This is USOC's fables, so there's multiple.
Fuck, it is plural, isn't
That's right, they're fables.
Son of a bitch. So USOC, the USOC, is that God, I feel like the term shadowy cartel of suited men might be too conspiratorial.
Men in mostly green.
They are the folks who came in after we accidentally got a biologist to come and look at lobby.
I feel like it was intentional, but the results were accidental.
Yeah, we intentionally got someone to come and look at it. Unintentionally, we got a lot of people to come and look at it. But luckily, I don't think anyone knows it was our fault unless we say it on our podcast. Which I'm realizing that has just happened. Anyway,
cut.
So we're gonna get some editing, right, Sam? Anyway, as always, most issues in America with our government and our governmental overstep can be traced back to one man, and that's right, it's James K. Polk. Sam, which president was James K. Polk?
Okay, I'm getting context clues. He's a president.
Yep. Which one?
Fucking 30th?
That's close enough. So from my research,
okay, yeah.
both at the public library and also the public internet, this is pretty similar. It was set up by James K. Polk when he was president, which was in 19. Exactly. So, it's
42. He's the president that made the cheese submarines.
Cheese caverns we've talked about.
No, the cheese submarines that went and sank submarines for the Germans in 1942. We were up in episode 5. Go.
I was about to say, is that a reference that we made that I don't understand?
Yes, it's an episode, joke you made in episode 5.
God damn it. Whatever. It started as a way to keep tabs on, essentially, political minorities.
Oh, good.
Which is cool. Hey, Sam. Mm-hmm. Which is cool.
Do you actually know what year this guy was from?
Absolutely not. I do not. I was raised in the public American school system.
Okay, so we're just gonna assume
early 19s. He got stuck in a bathtub.
Cool.
And the idea of the 7th inning stretch was because he was a fat ass. He needed to stretch. He liked baseball, and when he stood up, everyone stood up because he was the president. I don't know if that's true. I heard that at the Wrigley Field or something like that.
You know what? That's a piece of sports lore that I would never know.
Well, we do a sports podcast. Check out Tertiary Sports.
That's
anyway,
right.
It originally was him keeping updates on essentially leftists, but also added in later on.
Cool.
Right? Isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? Anyway, it gets cooler because it turned into him keeping updates on a word that does not have a good definition of xenobiological minorities. What that means? Not a word, not in Webster.
Wait. Immigrants?
Which is assumingly what it means. Yes, Samuel.
Oh, good.
What about that shocks you? Give me one thing about
that. Not a single piece of that.
That's what I thought.
Have you ever heard about that kid who caused a scare? I forget his name. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll voice it in here. But he ran a radio ad and did like a scare as a science experiment for his school by just saying like, there's hydrogen monoxide in your drinking water. And dihydrogen monoxide, and no one fucking knew what that was, and so there was this big scare, and people were like, "That do a bunch of tests," and he just revealed it at like the science fair,
That's pretty fucking funny.
It led to like a new law or something.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Different guy.
Yeah.
I guess.
You would assume.
If there was hydrogen monoxide in our water, though,
that would be bad.
That would be an issue.
Yeah.
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 Either way, this cool, I don't want to say shadow government.
Regular ass government.
Just normal government.
Yes, the blackened men.
Yes, the men and black suits.
Standing next to each other.
Yes. It has been funded ostensibly because a lot of the funding comes from poultry and beef companies. It's big.
Very cool.
Isn't
Tyson.
it fun? Isn't it fun when Big Ag comes into the Watch the Lefties group? Anyway,
Cool.
I need you to understand, Sam, at a fundamental level, this group's motto and their goal has changed, but not too much. And I need you to understand that if this group is in Clam Harbor, they are aware of us.
Hi guys.
What's up?
What's up?
You've heard us say some
Fuck nuts.
Ich bin Faschista? Yeah. No, and that is basically all I can find is how they are roughly funded and when they were made. What they do now is not something that's available to me. I've put in one of those cool Liberty of Information. This is going to be something we have to Google before I can say it on the podcast.
What is this?
Freedom of Information Act. I put in a Freedom of Information Act paperwork. It has not come through yet, so I don't know what their actual purpose here is.
Look at that shit. Boom. You're investigative journalists here in the peculiar town of Clam Harbor.
That's right. And all it takes is 10 minutes on the internet to do that. It's really easy. It doesn't work quickly, but it's easy.
Cool. So what I'm getting from this is USOC is a racist, boring Men in Black.
Or they were in 19XX.
19 redacted.
19
redacted.
They've probably changed a bit. I don't know, but I can assume because they're here looking at Blobby.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Please be respectful of their space folks.
If you're in town, yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah, protest all you want, show your support, show
but make
your
sure
dissupport.
You're in public most of the time.
You gotta, do make sure that there are people around you when you're protesting. And don't make a bad scene for other protesters.
Yeah, no, please don't do that.
It's a small enough town, they can't arrest us all. I'm pretty sure. They used to do that back in the day. And I guess that, Sam...
Is that all of it?
What, the dystopian bureau of the federal government coming in to help shut down part of the town? Yeah, Sam, that's the biggest news I got. Do you have anything else?
What, you haven't heard about the space rock?
There's a space rock?
Straight for Clam Harbor? I don't have any better news.
Oh, okay. You did try, you told me that, on a lighter note, after we talk about the USOC, which is, again, here for some reason.
Yep.
I don't know. Probably not a political minority thing anymore.
I fucking hope not. I feel like we'd already be arrested.
After we got. They did show up after we got here.
That's true. We're pretty.
We're
pretty.
Yeah, we're pretty boys. Pretty good boys.
Look at us. Pretty boys.
You did go back to that German-Mexican restaurant, right? I
did. It was gross. Still. Yeah.
But didn't you go on weigh it in a bucket Wednesday?
Yes. I fucking had to. I mean, what the fuck is weighed in a bucket Wednesday? You ask me.
I did, Sam. Genuine. Hey, Sam, what is weigh it in a bucket Wednesday?
Okay, so there is a technique when you're making sauerkraut.
Okay.
Similar to crushing grapes. Didn't know this.
Yep.
It's literally they just have people come and stick their feet in the sauerkraut.
Oh, cool. We ate that sauerkraut from that store?
Did.
That foot kraut.
Yep. No, they have a pretty elaborate, deep cleaning thing for your feet before you do it. But also, why the fuck didn't they just fucking do it themselves?
Fun?
It's the weirdest community outreach I've ever fucking seen.
No, yeah. Hey, Sam, I have nothing. I have nothing to defend them. I liked Hans. that the new guy who was working there
Yeah.
didn't speak a lick of English.
Nope.
Was he there when you were there?
That depends. Is he the tall German guy with blonde hair?
Yes, blue eyes.
Yep. Like every other fucking German guy in there.
Yep. Yeah. But also Lederhosen.
Lederhosen.
And a sombrero, which was a little problematic for me.
For the tall, blonde-haired German guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that is Sam's...
Clam Harbor, come and eat your fill of foot kraut
sourfoot.
from the krauts.
Oh. Well, that is our we can't really recommend it recommendation of the week. And
Can't recommend it as a pretty good segment.
that is not bad. I do kind of like, we can't really recommend this.
Just like, welcome to We Can't Recommend It.
Welcome to Not For Me. And actually, in that note, we will be saying sour
Auf Wiedersehen.
goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. A sour goodbye.
A Wiedersehen, a bientôt.
A good kraut bye. I got nothing.
Good
Anyway, until next week, my name is Reed.
My name
Is Sourman Workman.
Salmon Workman.
Salmon.
That's right. My name is Fish.
I was gonna say Samuel Krautman would have been better. Samuel Footman.
Did you know I'm Jewish, right?
Foot Krautman.
Foot Krautman.
Thank you.
Ye old Foot Krautman.
Thank you for laughing at that at some point.
Stupid.
This has been... Oh, and the one last thing. There is, because it is Clam Harvest week, Oyster Harvest this week, there is going to be a small fair where there are $1 oysters. I don't think I'm going to participate, but if anyone is in town and wants to go get some cheap
Wants to go get some $1 snot pockets.
it's available. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to our snot show.
This has been Snot Harbor. Tales from Snot Harbor. And also the Snotbake Incident.
Hey, it was not that bad.
Let's not go there.
I can't snot.
Well, before this derails any further, from our seaside shack,
Full of sauerkraut and fishnets.
and still sopping wet fishnets.
I put the fan in here.
Yeah, and it just blows it around.
Okay, but also like week fucking very early on in this process,
The
like not
pipes
long ago, the
yeah.
pipes exploded.
Why there are pipes in the boathouse? I'm not a boathouse architect.
Good question.
And from our rundown boathouse filled with sopping wet nets,
And Captain Morgan.
we will see you next week.
Smooches!
Fuck!
Listening to the Clambake Incident. Please like, share, and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast provider. This show was co-created by Reed Bridge Koenigsberg and myself, Sam Workman, rounded out with our wonderful team. If you liked us, you can find us on social media. We've got Twitter, it's Clambake Inc. We've got Instagram, Clambake Incident Podcast, TikTok, also at Clambake Incident Podcast. Give us a follow and leave us a lovely comment, a sweet tweet. If you didn't like us, we've never heard of TikTok. We don't know what you're talking about with this Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. We love you and see you next time.
And your suitcase, oh, you don't need nothing but you.
And we're in it. We're here. Here we are. Boom. The Clambake
Right here,
Incident.
the Clambake Incident in beautiful Clam Harbor. Sam.
Reedy boy. Reedy.
This is Sam. Sam, the professional podcaster.
Anyway, yeah. Hey.
So here we are.
Here we are.
Back in Clam Harbor. Let's get a good take where we're...
Do you want to do a who would win?
Yes.
Or do you want to do children or die? Or do you want to do Craigslist?
Craigslist.
38. Houston. The crystal I wear around my neck.
Jerk off, Crystal. Don't come with me. Fucking don't expect me to know about jerk off crystal. Sam, I'm fucking pissed. Sam, this is the angriest I have ever been with you. Sam, of course I know the whole text of the jerk off crystal. It gets more powerful when someone else has. No, hold on. Don't get off. We're reading all of this. I just need you to know we are on the same level. I was willing to call it when you said Houston.
The crystal I wear around my neck contains an essence that gets recharged when I jack it with a bro. Who also has a crystal. Sorry, he's from Houston. Who also has a crystal.
Where do you think they're from? Houston, Texas.
I know. I just fucked it up.
I just... Okay.
It gives me confidence at work, home, social situations, etc. Nobody knows it's a J.O. crystal but me and my bros. I've seen it glow white while jacking it with a bud. And that's how I know it's a real brother. It doesn't say that, but now it does.
That's how I know it's real.
You can come over for as long as you want, but I need a picture of you, preferably. Read preferably. Listen, this ad is specifically targeting you, this guy in Houston.
I know, yeah.
He's talking to you.
He's talking to everyone.
I need a picture of you, preferably wearing a crystal, before I fucking waste my time.
I need to know you have a crystal. It's more powerful.
Wait, what's the date of Easter?
I think it moves because they use we've done this.
Fuck.
They do a solar calendar.
Hold on, I need to look something up real quick.
Did he post this on Easter?
He might have.
Nothing about Jesus coming out of that cave gets me more horny.
Ah, fuck, it was in March. March 23rd. Okay, so too near Easter.
Suspiciously close.
That was posted on 2008 on April 28th at 7:56 p.m. on Craigslist.
Hey, that's wild.
Yeah.
It's a great meme. It's a good meme. It's the best meme. Do you think he got a response? Do you think
Dude, it's Craigslist.
Yes.
Yes.
And one of them was murdered.
And now he's contained in a crystal around that guy's neck.
Well, that's how you make it powerful, Sam.
That's right. That's right. That's the actual secret. I'm really excited to do Children or Die next episode, though.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so...
You thought you'd get me. You think your continuing trend of make Reed as uncomfortable as possible would work? Nah.
No, Reed's experienced when it comes to J. Owen with the bros.
Well, no. I'm experienced about recharging me and my bros crystals for social events, family, home, and work.
Etc.
Can you imagine? Someone coming into work? I come into our office, and I have a big crystal. And you're like, if you make any... You're like, Reed, what is that? Jerk off crystal.
It makes me dead in the eyes.
It makes me strong.
It glows when people are jerking off nearby.
I've seen
Suddenly,
it glow.
halfway through work, it just starts to glow. You walk into the men's bathroom.
And scene.
And horrible, horrible scene.
Kabaddi. Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
How'd you get such a kabaddi?
Ooh, look at that kabooty.
Honestly, I do think we're pretty kabad at this.
There's no need to be so combative.
I mean, I think I'm as hungry. I could really use some kabaddi and meatballs. I've told you about trying to fuck with my ad algorithm on Amazon, right? I just chant Furbies into my parents. I'm a Furbies. I want Furbies. I'm a male between 18 and 27, and I want to buy Furbies. I want to spend between $20 and $45 on Furbies. So there I was.
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
Balls deep in a Costco, about to crawl inside of that freezer when the manager comes over and they say, Reed, you can't keep coming back here. We keep telling you can't come back here, but here I am. I'm not the one who's saying that someone can exercise their freedom to be covered in barbecue sauce and crawl into the freezer with the rest of the vegetables.
Listen, the barbecue sauce, not only does it help me squeeze through the hole I made in the wall,
It's nature's lubricant.
and it seasons the vegetables.
I'm doing a service.
It's listen. I know there's not just vegetables in here, but fruit is good with sweet and savory. That's why barbecue apples, delicious.
You say as you're getting fucking slammed into the side of a cop car and getting handcuffed.
Okay, moving right along.
What's your improv? Moving right along. Good times and bad times. Where we are.
Improv. Mickey Mouse. Okay. Sorry. Rodent character.
Oh yeah, sorry. Legally distinct rat man.
Legally distinct rat man.
Overall rat man
Visits my funeral. You're talking to me in the coffin, and I am my widow.